Hello, today's tutorial is a multi-floor water elevator that's super simple to build. This is the water elevator we will be building today. Here is the control panel, which allows you to select the floor. Currently we're in the ground floor, and I just selected the first floor, and when you're ready to go, you just walk in the elevator, and it will bring you to the first floor. And the only way you can get up to the other floors is you have to drop back down the bottom, and then select whichever floor you want. So let's say I want the 4th floor now. And it will take me all the way up. So yeah, I think it looks really clean and is really easy to build. Here is the multi-floor water elevator. The floors can be at any different height, it doesn't matter. You can have as many floors as you want. All of the redstone is exactly the same. It's just down at the bottom, which is the control panel, which changes the floor. And that's all of the hard redstone. Everything else is just a torch tower to get the redstone to the piston. And how this works is it just has a block that stops you right here and lets you drop out. The only expensive part is the blocks to use on the side. For this demo, I used a grindstone. You don't have to though. They are a bit expensive, but I think it looks really good. You can also just use a normal wall. This works exactly the same, except I don't think it looks as good. Another option you can use is honey blocks, but they're really expensive, but they look super cool because you can't see the water or the block that stops you, and it looks like a solid block. For this water elevator, the items you will need are right here. This is per floor, so each time you add a floor, you will need to add this amount of blocks. And so 1 soul sand and a bunch of, I'm going to use grindstones for this one. Like I said, you can use walls or honey blocks. But yeah. First we're going to build the frame. So here I have soul sand. This is where I'm going to have my water elevator that goes up and down. Pretty much all you do is you take 2 blocks, like so. So this is the corner you walk into, and your control panel is going to be on the right. Then you just build up all the way as tall as you want, and then you can add your floors as you go. So I have in the wall, I'm going to make this one a 3-floor one. So I'm going to have my first floor, let's just say right here. These can be floors at any height, it doesn't matter. I'm going to have my 2nd floor here. And then my 3rd floor will be right at the top. Okay. Now we're going to add in the blocks in which you stand next to. So like I said, you can either use walls or grindstones. I'm going to use grindstones for this one. And so you just place them here, like this, and then you stack it all the way up to the top. So we have all the grindstones in the elevator. Now we're going to put in the controller that stops you at each floor. So we're going to go to the first floor, and we're going to count up 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember this height. We're going to go to the back side of it. And when you stand right here, you can break out these 2 blocks. Take a stair block and place it like so that they both face towards you. And only on the left side, you're going to break this one right here. Face it towards the back so that this stair will look like this. And we're going to do this for every floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Break out these 2 stairs, and another one here. And you do this all the way until you reach the top floor, in which you don't need to do it because at the top floor you just stop. Like I said, you can have as many floors as you want, and they can be at any height. But pretty much every floor in which there is a staircase, we're going to take a sticky piston, point it towards the center, only for the staircase that has the little corner block like so. We're going to take a sticky piston. If we stand in the corner, place one here, and it points towards that direction. Take out your blocks. This is to cover up and hold in the water. So we're going to go from this side, take a block here, and just cover all the staircases. And we're going to build all the way around just like that. It's like a big L. So from this side right here, we're going to block that one. Cross to the sticky piston. We're going to go until it matches the stair block. Then in between the stairs, we're going to place 1 more block here. This is so that we can hold in the water. Now you will need a couple buckets of water. You're going to place one here, 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 and here. So it will be 4 buckets of water, and you just have to place them on each stair block so that it creates an infinite source. We're gonna do this one for here too. A block in the middle. Water, 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 water. We are done with the elevator. We just have to add in the button selector now. So we're gonna go from here, place down as many blocks as there is floors. If you have more floors, you add more blocks. But for this example, I only have 3 floors. So there are 3 blocks, 3 buttons. Go to the back side of them. Nope blocks here. You take out your observer now and hold shift. You place observers facing straight back. Go above the observers and another layer facing straight up. Now you take your blocks, place some, I'm going to use a color wool so that you know that it's redstone. Blocks above the observers. Redstone dust all the way across. Now you take out your dropper. And if you look here, you can see where this observer is. You can place one facing straight up, all the way across. Then you're going to look at the blue block, have one facing straight down. If you hold shift like this, you can just build your way across. So you have a bunch of them facing straight down. Take your blocks again, hold shift above the no blocks, place a bunch of blocks like so. Hold shift against these bottom row of droppers, place another row of blocks, I'm sorry. Take out your comparator, place them on top of all the blocks that we just placed in those directions. Now you take out your redstone lamp, put them above the buttons, take blocks, put them above the redstone lamps. And the very last part is in each dropper, you need one item. It doesn't matter what item it is, you just need one item of any kind. And then we're all set. You press any of the buttons now, it'll reset it. And you can see that each time I press a button, it'll change the light. Now we have to connect the control panel to the actual elevator. So what you do is first you have to go to the control panel and press the far right button. Make sure the light is on the far right one. We're going to go to the back now. And you can actually remove the comparator and the block that was here originally. We won't need the far right one only. So if you have 5 floors, it'll only be the far right one. Keep the rest of them. Take your blocks, place them in front of the comparators. Redstone torches in front of or on top of the blocks, and you just repeat this until you reach the first floor. The blocks, redstone torches, like so. And here I am at the first floor. And what you do is you go from this piston right here. You're going to build blocks straight back until you reach the redstone torch tower, and then we're going to go one to the left. Take redstone dust, just place it until it points right into the piston. Then you repeat this again, except now you can leave behind the first tower because we won't need any more. And so we just do this until we reach the next layer. Blocks all the way across. I'll need another one. Redstone dust until it reaches the piston. Okay, once you've done this for every floor, like I said, you can leave behind this layer. If you have more floors, you just keep doing this until you get to the top. Now you check for all of the redstone dust. If any of it is on, you will break the very last block and replace it with a torch right here. After you've made sure that every layer with the redstone dust that is on, you have a torch here, you go up to the top, and now we're going to build up an extra three layers. And then at the very top, you can have a block that will stop you from ejecting. Then you can extend the blocks here. Now you take a bucket of water, place it at the very top block, and it'll go all the way down to the bottom. And I forgot to mention this, but the very first thing you need to do, you go down to the bottom, and you'll press every button. That'll make sure that all the blocks are pulled back, and then all the water is down at the bottom, and you can see straight up to it. Now we're going to remove the soul sand block and replace it with a normal one temporarily. And then we're going to have kelp. Kelp is really easy to get. Just go to an ocean of any sort and just collect a bunch of it. We're going to swim up while placing kelp. This will make it solid blocks of water that we don't need thousands of buckets of water. And then I'm at the top now. Then you just go back down to the bottom. Break this block and replace it back with soul sand. And you can see that the water elevator should turn into bubbles. If you ride it, it should send you all the way up to the top. So now you go back down to the bottom, take a slab. We're going to break out these 3 blocks, place them with slabs, and take buckets of water, place them like so. So this is how you get back down from any floor you're on. You just drop down and land in the water. But yep, that's actually the whole elevator. You just have to decorate it now. But let me prove to you that it is working. I just selected the 2nd floor. And here's the 1st floor. Yep, that's pretty much all there is to it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you guys liked it, why not leave a comment and a thumbs up.